We are now entering the symphonic band portion of our concert. This is our also another band that goes to MPA. This group, not to brag on them, they made Superior Disaster. And so, if you know anything about MPA, to the two band directors in the audience, you will know that music is graded. So you will play a grade 1, a grade 2, a grade 3, and it goes all the way to grade 6. And it's based on how hard the music is. How hard the music is. So, this band, for their spring concert, I think last year, they were playing grade 3s, they were doing great. And then I was like, you know, what if we gave them a grade 3 for the bell concert? For you normies, that would normally mean you normally play like a grade 2 at the fall concert with your symphonic band. I was like, you know, why not? Look, let's just try it. And we started it, and it was a time. The time was had, and I gave them the option. I was like, hey, I know this is crazy. What do y'all want to do? And they said, we're gonna do it. And they have done the thing. It's awesome. We are playing 2 selections tonight. First, we are going to be starting with Cold Brook March, and then we are going to be playing our grade 3 piece, View from the Lighthouse. But without further ado, first we gotta warm up. I just realized that. May I introduce our Crestwood Middle School Symphonic Band. say a few things before you feel like. Let me. That was a joke. Some of you may have noticed in our programs, we have something called Little Timmy's Kind Contributors. We also have something called Little Timmy's MVPs. So this is Little Timmy. He is our band mascot. He is my assistant band director. So Little Timmy started as something I stole from one of my professors, as like when you're like being that kid, you know, Little Timmy's doing something. So I ended up nicknaming this dinosaur Little Timmy, and then all of a sudden I had 4 dinosaurs, and there was a lot of story behind them. So when we did our most recent sponsorship fundraiser, I thought it would be really funny if we named the sponsorship tiers after Little Timmy. No one's gonna get it except the kids, but they might, hopefully. So that is that part of the decorations. You may also notice this cute little paper chain that we have going here. This paper chain was about what music means to me. So I am very sentimental at heart. You may notice we had some kids make some posters. They've been hanging up in the hallways and in the front here. And we also made this paper chain. And the deal with this paper chain was I asked kids to describe, everyone in my classes, what does music mean to you? It can be a sentence, it can be a word, it can be whatever you want it to be. And this is where I get emotional again. A lot of kids wrote love. Some simply put just love, and some people said it helps me feel joy and love and happiness, and it helps me, and you know, it's really special to do what we get to do. I kind of talked about it with the beginners. The being a musician is a really special thing, and none of these kids on the stage, especially my symphonic band, learning a grade 3 in fall, you cannot do that without love. You cannot do that without love for your instrument, without love for the craft, and without love for each other. I know it's really cheesy because a lot of teachers are like, I love your kids, man, you're great. But like, I really do. I hold so much love in my heart for each one of your kids. I remember being a band kid. I still talk to like some of my friends from band in middle school. Like, it's such a special thing. And again, I just want to say, I'm really thankful for you guys, and for the parents, and for the support, and for everything, because they're here because they love it, I'm here because I love it, and I love them, and I love them, they love it. So this is View from the Lighthouse. I also want to shout out my percussion section because they've been helping me, and they just reminded me that I had to shop at home. But yeah, my percussion section, especially my symphonic band percussion section, and my percussion captain Brian, they have been helping out immensely this concert, so thank you to them. Now, View from the Lighthouse.
transition, we are going to, you guys can sit. We are going to do our final transition before our jazz band. So give us about 5 more minutes here. I really appreciate your time. We're going to finish with our jazz band. Finish strong, right? Thank you so much.